Hello and welcome to Ingenito Travels. My name is Vinny, and I am a travel advisor that specializes in cruises, the Caribbean, all inclusive resorts. And today I'm going to take a few minutes to make a video about the things that you're going to want to know before you book a cruise, specifically with Carnival Cruise Lines. The first tip I'm going to give you comes from my own personal experience, and that is book a balcony. I know that they're a little bit more expensive than the interior rooms or the ocean view rooms, but I really feel like you get your money's worth out of these. I always try to book a balcony if I can. The only time I don't is if they're all sold out, and even then, I don't even know if I'll go on that trip. Now, that is a little bougie, I'm sure, but I just booked the basic balcony. Every once in a while, I might splurge on a aft extended balcony. I don't. I really like the views of the Alpha extended balconies, but you don't get the privacy that you do with your normal standard balcony rooms. Um, and one of the reasons, not just the privacy, but you're going to get, the open decks can be a little noisy. They can be a little congested. It's your own private place to enjoy the sunsets, to watch as you're coming into a new cruise port or leaving a new cruise port. If you are on the aft extended balconies and you don't have as much privacy, it's because the barriers between each room come out. Instead of going straight up, they come back at a 45-degree angle to kind of open up that view. And when I was last on one, we were cruising out of Cozumel, and we ended up getting in a conversation with people in all the rooms around us, people below and above us, because you can see everybody. And it ended up just being kind of a really nice thing as we were cruising away from Cozumel. Everyone's taking pictures, got their binoculars out, and I ended up finding some people that were diagonal below us. They were actually from like 45 minutes down the road from where I'm from here in Missouri. So it was a nice little fun experience that I would not have gotten any other way. Another good tip I can give you to kind of free up some of your time while you're on vacation is to prepay your gratuities. Not just your gratuities, but anything that you can take care of before you board the ship is going to save you more time when you're on the ship. So I prepay all of my gratuities. I buy my travel protections. I book all of my excursions. I do all of that before I get on the ship for a couple of reasons. The one is you're actually going to get it at a little bit of a discount. They're not going to charge you the gratuity. And two, again, it's just one less thing I have to do when I'm on my vacation. I don't want to stand in line at the excursion counters or at the customer help counter trying to take off gratuities or add gratuities or book this or book that, while it's a good chance that if it's a fun excursion, that's probably already booked. So what I always try to do to save some time on vacation is if I can take care of it ahead of time, I do. It just allows me more time to have fun and enjoy my vacation. And while speaking of excursions, now this one is going to draw the line in the sand. Some people are going to agree with me, some people are not. Specifically for me, I always book excursions through the cruise line, and I do that for peace of mind. And I'm well aware that it does cost more, probably costs almost twice as much as it would be if I booked through an independent vendor. But like I said, there's two reasons I do it. I have the peace of mind that the cruise ship knows exactly where I am, exactly who I'm with, and if I'm late, they are supposed to wait for me. If they don't, they will pay for me to meet them at the next stop, and that's not going to be out of pocket for you. And to me, that is just a huge peace of mind. I'm not going to have to worry about if we're 10 minutes getting back to the pier, is the boat going to be gone? No, they're going to wait for you if it's only that long. The only time they might leave you if you are on a excursion booked through the cruise line is going to be if something dramatic has taken place. It's going to be hours and hours. Maybe there was an accident, people are in a hospital. Then the cruise cannot stop. They're going to have to leave you there, but then they will take care of getting you back to your ship, back where you need to go. Like I said, it does cost a little bit more initially, but you do get the peace of mind of, like I said, it's a vetted vendor. They know these people. They work with them every day. They want to maintain a very good relationship with them so that the vendor can continue to do business in the area and make money. And the same for Carnival. They want their cruisers to be happy. They want them to have a great experience. They want them to come back, tell all their friends about it. So for a So for me, I always book my excursions through the cruise line. Like I said, it's just peace of mind. I know it costs a little bit of extra, but to me, it's worth it. If it's not worth it to you, then you might have to, and then you might be coming out of pocket, thousands of dollars. You might have to buy a flight to catch up with them at the next spot. You might come back 15 minutes late from your excursion to find an empty pier and all your luggage sitting there. And there's nothing you can do about it. You're on your own. You either have to fly back to wherever your fleet cruise left from, or you can meet them at the next stop. Another really good tip is to pay attention of the layout of the ship. If you, for example, are somebody who gets seasick, you're going to want to book something in the dead center of the ship and as low as you could possibly get. That is the place where the boat moves around the least amount. The higher you get and the further to the front or the back of the ship, the more motion. So if you are prone to motion sickness, stay low, stay in the center. Now, if you are somebody who likes your quiet time, needs your 8 hours of sleep, you're also going to want to pay attention to what's above you, what's below you. For example, you're not going to want to book a room that's directly underneath the nightclub. You're not going to want to book a room that's directly underneath a high traffic area. And as well, you're not going to want to book a room that's right next to an elevator corridor. They are high traffic areas, lots of people walking around, talking, being loud, obnoxious, whatever it may be. So just a few tips, a few ideas to be careful of when booking a cruise. Another good reason to reach out to a travel professional like myself is because we already know these things. If you're new, we're gonna ask you all the questions that you're gonna need to know so that you're gonna be put in the right room, in the right part of the ship, so you have the most memorable cruise or vacation as you possibly can. And the last tip I can give you today is to book travel insurance. When going on a vacation, it's usually not very expensive and it will cover you in the event of something horrible happens. If you happen to be in the Bahamas and you have to go to the hospital, you have to pay that hospital bill in full before they will let you leave the hospital. So you're not going anywhere. If you owe tens of thousands of dollars, your insurance, your normal insurance is not going to kick in because you're out of country. You're going to need the travel insurance to make sure that you can get back on your vacation, or if it's something very serious, they will life flight you back to the United States up to a couple of $100,000. You'll have to look at it in each one of your individual plans. But it's something I never travel without. It gives me the peace of mind for both me and my wife to make sure that we're going to get the help that we need. And if they don't offer it, we can get home to get the help that we need. That way, nobody's left behind. We're not stuck in another country. We're always safe and secure. If you have some tips that you'd like to add, please comment them below. Otherwise, I'll catch you on the next one. Thank you very much.